What if you could turn your ideas into cinematic visuals in seconds? Hi, I'm Hailou AI from 1111 Media Creator Academy, where we teach you how to make films, book trailers, and other visual story content using the power of artificial intelligence. If you're a storyteller, filmmaker, or even just a curious creative, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be diving into an AI tool that I've been using for quite a while now called Hailou AI. It's a browser-based platform that lets you take an image, type in a prompt, and generate an entire short video in just seconds. No downloads, no complex settings, just fast, fun, and surprisingly flexible video generation. You land on the site and you're immediately presented with templates. These include animated styles like billboard effects, cyberpunk glow behind the anime, and many others. You can upload your own image and choose from example prompts. The system turns that image into a dynamic AI-generated video. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike some of the other tools we've covered, Hailou isn't trying to do everything. This makes it a great addition to the 1111 Media Creator Academy workflow, especially when you're building out early visual prototypes for trailers, shorts, and social content. Now, let's show you what it's made of. Let's look at what it's like in action. We're here inside of Hailou AI. You now have access to all of the cool, interesting assets that you can use. Let's start over here in the upper left-hand corner. Obviously, here is where you can futz around with audio or with video. And then here's where you subscribe and you can explore other people's information. And then if you want to, you can create either an image or a video. And then this is where all of your assets are. And this is the gallery of your creations. So if we go here, you'll see that I don't have any. You'll see here that this is, all right, so here's my assets. This is my media library, and I have made quite a few actual little films. So let's take a look at those real quick. There we go. It does not do physics very well. I was trying to get it to, she throws a roundhouse kick. I gave it a beginning and an end picture, so that's why she's able to actually get into the, as a matter of fact, let's see, she swings a punch, and it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good punch. She hisses as we zoom out. And then here's a cute little dinosaur. These are all things that I built up for my demonstration over at the Future Fiction Academy. But then I was working on some other stuff. I was also working on this, which is a good little Scrooge thing, because that's what the basis of our class is, helping you write book trailers. So this is actually from the book. So we're doing a bunch of stuff, and I was looking for actual different types of Scrooges that I liked. And even the Bob Marley thing, where it sees the Bob Marley thing and it gets scared. And seeing Bob Marley again right here, and he doesn't know. It's a little bit over the top, that's for sure. But those are all of the videos that I made. But then I was like, what if I could make a splash screen for the future, not for the Future Fiction Academy, but for the 1111 Media Creator Academy. So I started working. It did it-ish. It took the logo and added a weird logo thing at the end. But it does work a bit. So I might actually use it at some point. And you can export these with or without the little Emacs Hailou thing in the corner, which I always do, export without the logo. So I do that all the time. All right, so how did I get to this? So if I wanted to, I could click into video, and then I could click in here, and I could either get stuff from the asset library I already have. I could have some of my own assets in here if I wanted to, or I could actually, this is things that I've already downloaded right here. These are things that I've already downloaded, uploaded to them so that so that I could use it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go here. We're going to get to the assets. All right, we're going to start out with this werewolf. And we're not going to do an ending thing, but we are going to add a prompt in here. Now, I put Wolfman howling at the moon, and I have golden hour. I have a whole bunch of presets that I could do. I'm going to go vintage film look. Okay. I'm going to make sure down here that I have this turned on so that it enhances my look right there. And that's the picture. And then after I do the preset, I'm also going to add in pushing, an actual camera movement right there. A downward, a pedestal down, tilt up. Okay. And we're going to make this for 6 seconds. And I'm also going to make a 10-second one also. Now, while that's working, let's take a look over here and see all the things that pop up over here and gives us information. All right. Gives us the new information. So 16:9 aspect ratio with rounded corners, addition of film grain and scratches, slightly color shifts and leaps and flares. And it gives all of the information, gives the enabled optimization, which is turning on the thing so that it will look at your actual prompt and make it better. And it's as you can see, it takes some time to get this done. Right here, the first one's at 11% and the second one's at a different one. And as you can see, these are all of the generations that I've had. I've done some other stuff in the past, but I decided to pull all of that stuff out in order for y'all to just concentrate on the things that I loved doing with this thing. And now you have up here, you have the image, right? Image to video. As a matter of fact, I've got 2 versions of those things going on. Now I'm just going to go text to video. Actually, if I go back image to video, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Can I take it all? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go text to video. I'm going to paste all of this information plus my original prompt right here. I'm going to put that above it. Oh, looks like it's the exact same thing. So I'm just going to keep that right there. Aspect, rounded corners, Wolfman howling at the moon. Now, it's at this point where you say to yourself, why in the world would I want to go through all this? It's because it gives you control. You have complete control over this. You can completely change the mood, completely change the way that it actually works, completely change the atmosphere around the subject in which you are trying to capture. So it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun, and it's the future. Looks like we're done. We're going to click in here, and as you can see, oh, that is ominous. That is so ominous. And I also did a 10-second version of it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's like an anime or something like that. I'm coming to get you. But you know what it did not do? It did not howl at the moon. It did not howl at the moon. And I'm going to see what its interpretation is going to be like. You know what? I'm going to make a couple of pictures because I don't usually make pictures. Copy, image. And then we're going to make an image generation. Wolfman howling at the moon. Enhancements are on. No character reference. 16:9. And boom. And it's going to give me 4 different versions of this. So you can see that I'm actually doing both a video version of this where I did not use a reference image and I'm creating reference images with the actual program. And so if it's any good, then I'll use it, but it may not be. I personally like this one the best. I like how far up it takes for it to tilt, and he's winding up. He balls up his fist and he's like, I'm gonna get you. Oh my gosh, that guy's so bitty. She's such a... All right, here are the pictures. Oh, nice. But not a wolf man. More just like a wolf. I like this one. He looks a little bulky. Like he's yeah, these wolves are eating well. Every single one of them is. I love that one. That's some stuff right there. But I'm telling you, I still am in love with this right here. So I am right now. We're at a winner chicken dinner. I love the consistency of the character and everything, and I love the stars popping around. It's just nice. And finally, the wolf man howling at the moon. Let me give you all a imagination. All right. And that is basically what you can do with it. You can make images, you can make pictures, you can take pictures and make actual video from the pictures. You could make video from each one of these images, and you can do all kinds of interesting things like with logos, with scenes that you just give it reference to, and lots of stuff. These are things that I actually started out with pictures down here. So you have so many incredible options. All right. So you've seen what Hailou can do. The real power here is how fast it can ideate. Inside the Academy, we teach a method called frames to scenes. Hailou is perfect for that. You can storyboard an emotion, a tone, a pacing idea without having to shoot or animate a single thing. You can generate a style pass of your book trailer concept, a character mood reel, or a visual reference for your next AI-assisted shoot. Use Hailou to create the placeholders, pitch the assets, or even full concept visuals that feed into your larger production line. And we're just getting started. If you like this kind of tool and this kind of tool excites you, then it's time to level up. Come join us over at the 1111 Media Creator Academy, where we break down how to use every single one of these AI tools, not just for play, but for real creative work. Whether you're making a book trailer, short films, or even your first AI-powered documentary, we've got courses, community, and coaching to support you. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check the links in the description to get started with the Academy. Welcome to the studio, and I'll see you in the next video.